fingers.
Okay, so let's do the F major scale. F major scale, 1 octave. Let's. So what is the key signature for the F major scale?
What?
What is the key signature? When you're asking about the key signature, every scale has a certain number of sharps or flats at the very beginning, right? So they define like this scale, those sharps and flats. So for F major, we have which?
That B.
B flat, we have B flat. Okay, so remember about the B flat. So F major scale. So what fingering? Let's do M-A rest stroke. Rest stroke. Okay, so we just mentioned that here we'll have a B flat, right? So remember about the B flat.
B flat.
Yes.
Oh, this.
Okay, and then cadence. And the cadence is last two chords that we are playing for the scale.
Wait, oh, I forgot.
Okay. Okay, this is the dominant chord, so when we have the 5 here, that means this is a dominant. And when we have 1, that means this is a tonic. So dominant and then tonic chord. And we're still doing this with PIM. So one more time. Okay, so can you do it one more time? Now, M-A free stroke. The same scale. M-A
Okay.
free stroke now. The same scale. Cadence.
No, I mean. That's correct.
Yes. And last chord. That's it. Okay. So first of all, you learn the scale. So make sure that you can play it without mistakes. So once you really like confident about the scale, then you can start like playing this with the metronome, so that you can increase the tempo. Because until you know it really well and can do it without mistakes, it doesn't make sense to play it fast, right? So when you're starting to learn the new scale, when you're taking a new scale and you're starting to learn it, so make sure that first of all you remember exactly the fingering, that you can do it, let's say, in very slow tempo without mistakes at least 5 times. 5 times in a row you did this. Okay, put it on high speed a little bit, so you know how to do this, right? So for example, we need here 100. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not very fast, right? Okay, so that means that this is still too fast for you, because your fingers are not yet used to. They're not yet know where to go, and sometimes they make mistakes. So then move it back, move it on the slower speed. And so once you find the slow speed that you're absolutely comfortable with to play it, then you can start doing this a little bit faster when you're absolutely comfortable with all the fingering. Okay? Okay. So for the next time, I don't ask you to play all the scales, but prepare some scales to play really, really well. That means without any mistakes.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Let's do these two. You practice this, right?
Not really. I practice.
These two, yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, that you're.
Which one?
Okay, let's do the first one.
Wait, what?
So the position -1, right? This is position 0, this is -1. This will be +1, this will be +2.
What?
No, here. 5, 4, 3, 5. Very good. Again, once you're absolutely comfortable, then you can play it faster. But until that, play really, really slow tempo. It's okay to play slow tempo. So let's do the next one. A little bit closer to the middle of the rosette. Yeah, like this. Very good. Can you try to do a little bit slower, but so that you really can foresee what's coming, and to play the bass notes really loud. 1, 2, 3. Think ahead what's coming next. It's better, but still you need to think a little bit, right? To put all the fingers, to prepare all the fingers. Very good. So continue to work on these ones, and have a look at the next two.
Okay.
So what is different for the next two? If you compare this one and this one, what's different?
Okay, so this is like repeating. So here it's like A B A, and next is the same.
Okay, but on the
So first
fingers,
it's like C major and B major still.
it's a G major. It's
Oh.
G7. You mean C chord and G7 chord. But here the finger, it was M I, and here we have A I, right? So this is the main difference. So the pattern is a little bit different.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Now let's see.
We
What
don't
do
have to
we have?
like play waltz today. I think some of the song like
You already played waltz?
not really.
Okay, let's see.
Can we still this long go until or like
You want to play all the songs from here?
or no?
Well, let's see what's happening with Undone, because you started to work on this last time. composition, so many things are done really, really nicely. We'll return back to this. Let's go back to our other songs, and we'll come to this one. How long you should hold this little flat note? For how long? Let's do last measure. One from here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. No.
I forgot 4.
What's about the time value of this note? How long is it? 3. Okay. 3 of what?
Again.
What is the time value? The time value is half note, whole note, quarter note, 16th note. What is this one?
Half note?
Half note. So how many counts in it?
2.
2 counts. Okay, so we're counting here. From here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. No. 3 and 4 and 2 counts, right? 3 and 4 and. Let's do it one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. No, not on the end. On the next one. You're stopping it on the next one after end. So let's do it one more time. 1 and. But this one also, listen to it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yes, that's it. Okay, let's do the last phrase. Try to do it without the sound, without doing. Okay, very good. So, tell me please, when you played this at home, what did you work on? What was your goal when you played it? What did you? Dynamics, and you did this really nicely. I really loved how you shaped the phrases. I really loved your diminuendo at the end and slow down. So that was really nice. And here, some contrast, right? Dynamic contrast. What else? What else did you do?
I just did this. Yeah, like
just dynamic. Okay, there is one word that is here. What does it mean? Muting.
No, muting.
Muting. What it's all about? Why did you put this word here? What it's about?
Oh no.
You forgot about what? Okay, so we talk that when we have new harmony, and here we have, for example, which bass we are playing here. In the first phrase. In the first phrase, what is the bass?
A.
A. And the A in the A major, it's what is the function of this?
I forgot. It's like this side.
Okay, what are the two words for the first degree of the scale? This is two very, very important ones. One for the first degree and one for the fifth degree of the scale. Or for the step, first step of fifth and fifth step. How do we call the first step of every scale?
I forgot.
Tonic. Do you remember such word? Tonic.
No.
tonic. We talked about this in the group lesson for sure. Tonic, and then another one is number 5. We call it tonic and dominant. Dominant, number 5. They're the most important steps in any scale. So in the scale of A major, the tonic is
the first.
So who is the first? Which note?
A.
A. So this is your A. This is your tonic in the bass, right?
Yeah.
And then another note here that we are using.
Medium. Oh, E.
E. And E, what is the step? A, B, C, D, E.
Oh, oopsies.
It's number
5.
number 5. So it's a dominant, right? So every time when the harmony, and here, so the bass defines what is the harmony. And harmony is the chord which goes together with this note, right? So harmony, very often harmony has like at least 3 notes. Like, for example, this is A major, right? But here we have just the basses. So this is tonic bass and this is a dominant bass. And every time when we change the bass, when we change the harmony,
we have to stop the sound.
we have to stop the previous sound. Yes. And so on the piano it's really easy, right? If you're playing a note, you take the finger off, you stop the note. There is a special mechanism, right? On the piano. When you're putting the finger on the piano, and if you're holding it, the string continues to sound. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want to take off the finger, but you still want the note to sound, to ring, to continue ringing, what would you do?
Play harder.
No, not play harder. How to make the note if you take the finger so that it still continues to sound? There is a special mechanism, which, what?
Oh, I forgot.
What do you see it?
I know that, but I forgot how to say it.
Pedal. It's pedal. Pedal on the piano. Yes, it's the pedal on the piano. So if you play just nothing sound, nothing continues. But if I press the pedal.
Oh, how to do that in guitar?
Okay, in the guitar it's just the opposite. So in the guitar we have to take care to stop the notes, right? We don't have a special mechanism which will stop the notes from ringing.
If there is, you should like put it.
Maybe you will invent such a special mechanism in the future, but so far nobody invented this. So that we need to use our fingers to stop the unwanted basses, to stop unwanted notes. So let's try. You see, where we have the first phrase.
I don't use over here to stop.
So and we sometimes we use left hand, sometimes we use right hand. It always depends on particular situation. So what did I do? At the moment when I'm plucking the next note, I'm stopping the previous bass. So 1, we have 3 and 4 and then the moment when I'm playing next note E, I'm stopping this A. So let's try to play from here to here. And 2 and now, but you playing this E on the here.
Oh. Oh.
Just to stop it. Excellent. Yes, and then you continue. And if you need to stop the 6th string when it's ringing, so this is exactly how we can stop it. Just to touch with this part of the finger, the 6th string, and it will stop. Okay, Now, one more time. Long ago, try to remember. Let's do it not very fast so that you can predict. This is the moment when you have to stop. Okay. And stop. Yes, very good. And again. And here, close position. Stop. Again. Okay, now you know what to do here, right? So this should be your focus now, to stop all those basses that you don't want to hear. Okay. Now, again, in the Alhambra way, again have this
I
chord.
know. I have to
Okay.
play slow because I forgot.
You forgot about this. So that's why I'm putting this. This is your reminder what to do, right? Okay. Okay, so here really very difficult moment when you have to stop this fourth string, right, from sound. The first time I think you did this, and second time forgot, right? But this is another little thing that you can practice. Okay, I like the character here. So, and this part is quite different. So maybe you can do it even a little bit more softer. Piano, yes, a little bit more piano. So what that all means? Sweet. So for the sweet sound, sometimes what we do, instead of playing perpendicularly, we play a little bit more angled, sound. So let's try this little part to play really very gentle. So what I suggest, to put your finger a little bit at the angle, so not perpendicular, but like this, instead of. So it will be a little bit more gentle. Continue with the rest stroke. Just turn your hand a little bit like so that you're playing towards your elbow, with the angle towards your elbow. Rest stroke. How we can stop this fourth string? sweet tone. And this is the way how we do this. So we turn the hand a little bit more angled. So pluck the string towards your elbow, like this. Not perpendicular, but towards the elbow. So it will be a little bit different position.
It's like difficult for me.
So, like a little bit angled, like this. So, sometimes so that's what I'm doing. This is perpendicular, more metallic sound. This one, a little bit sweeter sound, more round, more warm, right? So just experiment with the tone for this middle part. Okay, let's see next one. Okay, very good. So this is exactly what you did. You changed the tone. But what I showed you in the Allegro, that sometimes you can change the tone without even moving your hand, just by moving it from the rosette to the bridge, because you used the metallic sound at the bridge, right? In the beginning, every time. First time you played at the bridge, so it sounded like really like harsh, right? And the second time you played really with a very warm sound. And the similar thing you can do just by turning your hand a little bit. This also will give you the different tone, but you don't need to move your hand in this case. So this is getting much better. I like you changing of tone. So practice so that you're playing this really well, so that you don't do any mistakes, that it sounds with you think you change the tone exactly after the end of the not in the middle of the last the ending, but exactly after you finish the phrase, then you change the tone. Okay, and here it will be at this moment.
Okay.
And for the G already will be new tone. Yes, so this is the next phrase. And remember fingering. Remember the fingering. And if you want to change, so that would be before G. Okay, so this is something that we continue to work on. Okay, very good. Okay, now talk here about this piece?
Like time signature, the first note have to be loud, and the fourth note not like that. Well, like
a little bit softer than the first one,
medium.
right? And the second and third beat and the fifth and sixth, they're gentle, right? So listening to the longer phrase we talked. Now we talked about the how the structure. So where's the part A?
Like here.
From here
Just here.
to here. Okay, so in the phrase A, in the part A, how many phrases do we have? Music phrases.
What's that?
For example, where is our Suzuki? Suzuki 2. We have long ago. We have part. Let's see. This is big A. This is big A1 because it's a little bit different at the end, right? This is B, and this is A1 again, right? And this is big section, and this is little phrase. First phrase. Second. So this is the big part, and here we have big part from here, from beginning to here. But how many phrases do we have here? What do you think? Okay, where is the first? What do you think? So you think it's up to here? You probably could say that, but it looks like these two phrases, they are very, very similar. So I would say that this one is the big phrase. I wouldn't separate them like two phrases. It's probably one really long one. And then the next one. And then it finishes on the tonic, right? So first time when you come here, it's major, and which is the dominant, right? We talked about the tonic and dominant and A key, right? This is the tonic, and this is the dominant. So first time we're finishing on dominant, and second time the same. So this is called period. Okay, so now let's try to play it one more time, and let's try to make a difference between first phrase and the second phrase. So here A1, right? Up to here, first phrase, from here till here, the second phrase. Mm-hmm. How would you like to make difference? Dynamics, okay. So how do you like to start? Louder or softer?
First, start this louder.
That's good. But you said that second time to play so. Okay,
So
okay,
I can't
very
do
good.
that. I can't
Very.
do that.
You can.
So, if we put
So here, if we put here fourth, for example, and here we can do for example, mezzo piano, right? So not so softer, but not too soft. So let's do it one more time. Remember that this is the fourth beat, so it's a little bit softer than the first one. Ta ta tria ta ta tria ta ta taram pam pam. So the second time is softer. Maybe you can do this first time a little bit more louder. Very good. Okay. So here we said dynamics. To work on dynamics. Okay. Now, once we're here, so this is the section B starts. So where it finishes?
What?
Where the finish where another part A starts again. So where is the finish of this section B?
Another part A. Here.
Over there, yes. So again, this is the section B. And how many phrases do we have here?
One.
One from here to here. Okay. So
Oh, this is 1, 2, and then here.
1 and 2, yes, 2 phrases. Okay. And again, can you try to do something different here? What did you do different?
Oh, it's hard to.
Okay, so let's do it one more time. Remember to hold these notes. La, ta, ta, param, param, pam.
Wait.
Hold. No, hold.
Oh.
That's it. And again, hold. And again, you need to hold these notes.
How?
Yes. That's it. Very good. Yes, exactly. Yes. To hold up to the next measure, up to the next base, right? Okay. So these are the things that I would like you to work on. Alternate right hand fingering. That's what we talked last time. Here, hold the notes. Hold the notes. Which ones? Give me an example. Which ones are you need to hold? Here, yeah. And here, exactly. Yeah. We talked about dynamics. How to change it, right? For each new phrase, you're changing dynamics. And another thing that we talked that don't play the fourth beat as loud as the first one. Okay? The same about this part. to do.
I could just look.
If you do everything what you've done already, so you can think about. We didn't play the andante today, but we will do. So you can think about muting all the strings here for this one. Muting. So every time when we change the harmony, again, a little bit different.
I play this.
You already played it. Okay. Relax. This is a little bit different. So here's just one single note. Third finger. Third finger. Da, that's it. And 1 and 3. Third finger starts. Da, da, and 1 and 3. Yes, that's it. Da. And again, just third. Da, da, da. That's it. Very good. So this is the difficult spot here. And then yum, da. Third finger again. Yum, ba, 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 da, 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 ti, dum. And last 2 notes.
Oh.
That's it. Yes. Okay. Very good. So start working on allegretto. That's very good. So you noticed what's different, right?
Oh. It's this.
Be careful. I think you can stop the phone.
Tango is okay for the recital.
For the recital, so for the recital,